Is it bad for the NBA that the Warriors are too good? It's not bad in the slightest. But the reason it's not bad, let me take you down this little road here. There are laws set up to stop someone from cornering the market, right? We had an experience here. I'm in San Diego. We had an experience with Vons was getting too big, and they got, it's not really a lawsuit, but they got charged with monopolizing, which is you get too big, you corner the market, little guys can't start their own business and compete with you. So what did they do? They shut down, I don't even know the exact amount, but shut down a huge number of Vons, bring in another grocery store. The other grocery store does terrible, and all you ended up leaving everybody with was no Vons, a bad grocery store, and then when the other grocery store did bad and had to close, now we just had no Vons and no even bad grocery store. We just had empty buildings. When to just take away something that's doing well doesn't work. What does work is when you have the competitive nature of someone dominating, whether it be a player in a sports league or a business in its field, is you get other people that have to react. Think of all the trades that have gone down this year. Like, this is a truly great thing. Like, the Warriors have truly blessed the NBA. Think of every single trade that's gone down this year. This offseason, I'm sorry. The Timberwolves getting Jimmy Butler. Paul George going to the Thunder. The Rockets acquiring Chris Paul. The Spurs making financial moves to acquire a big time player. Once again. The Timberwolves, or not the Timberwolves, I apologize. But you can go down literally every single team that was in the playoffs last year, 2 through 8, excluding the Warriors. They all made improvements to their team, and big-time improvements. It wasn't just, we'll get this role player, get this role player. They brought in big-time players. And if you take it to the halfway point, Cousins going to the Pelicans, teams are trying to be, they're not just giving in. They're not saying, okay, whatever, the Warriors are better than us. They got the next 3, and we'll just wait till after that. I heard a comment, I thought it was very accurate, which is management is better in the West than it is in the Eastern Conference. Those teams. The better management is the aggressive management. It is the, hey, we know you're this big, but we're still going to go after you. It is, compare what the Rockets did as the 3 seed, bringing in Chris Paul, the Celtics as a 1 seed, saying, we'll just keep our draft picks and we'll just wait it out. And LeBron just at some point will have to get old. Maybe, when he's 42, we'll be able to compete again. One side is, hey, we'll just let the monopoly law take its place. At some point, they can't get this big. In the NBA, the monopoly is obviously it's with the salary cap, the amount of money you're allowed to give out. That's what stops teams from just keep bringing in players and going over the top crazy. And the West is like, no, we're not going to wait for someone to fix it for us. We're going to go out there and fix it ourselves. We're going to improve, and we're going to give ourselves a legit shot. Do I think any team has improved itself enough to beat the Warriors? No. But if you are a fan of a Timberwolves, which, Lord bless your soul, you've had a rough 20 years. If you are a fan of the Thunder, think about the Thunder. Lose Kevin Durant, right? He just walks out the building, gets nothing for him. They've since then brought in Oladipo, Paul George, being able to bring in, I keep forgetting I can't pronounce his name is the more appropriate answer, but it brought in 3 or 4 big time players. And even though Oladipo ended up getting shipped to get Paul George, they didn't sit there and go, oh, we lost Kevin Durant. I guess we're just gonna have to wait now 5-6 years to rebuild. Like teams lose superstars and just kind of just throw in the towel. Like take the Hornets for example, or now the Pelicans. They lost Chris Paul and said, "All right, cool. Next 5 years, we're just gonna suck. We're not gonna try real hard. We have pretty much committed to being bad for the next 4 or 5 years because we just lost our most valuable asset." The Thunder lost theirs, kept going. Celtics realized, well, we can't get Jimmy Butler for our price, can't get Paul George for our price, so we'll just wait it out. We'll get Gordon Hayward if he just accepts this deal. We'll give him because he's free as far as giving up to get something. But otherwise, we throw our hands up. It's your guys' league. There's better management in the West. The Warriors are great. That's what true competition breeds, which is, hey, you might be the big dog on the planet, but I'm coming to get you. I'm going to end on this. Think about there's two big sports stations out right now. There's ESPN, which has been around for 40 years. There's FS1, which has been around for 2 years now, I think. I think they're on 2 years, might be 2.5. FS1 competes with ESPN on a daily basis. They don't have the total overall gross numbers ESPN does because ESPN has 40 years of backbone. But FS1 started up and was like, hey, we're going to take them on. They're the big kid on the block. We're the new guys. We're going to compete. We're going to outwork them. And we're going to get to the same place they are. And now they're neck and neck for they get the same ratings, same views. They didn't sit there and be like, and if you had told someone 5 years ago, hey, go compete with ESPN, it's like, I got just as good a chance as competing with Microsoft or Apple. Aggressive and competitive management works.